Oh my gosh, is this a great Today Special? It is a wonderful cast iron skillet that happens to be non-stick, that happens to be 4.5 quarts, 13 inches in diameter, extra deep sidewalls, so now you can enjoy the best of all worlds when it comes to cast iron. Cast iron for its durability, for the fact that it gets hot and stays hot longer, the fact that it's non-stick, so cleanup is a dream, it's a breeze, and the fact that this is all-inclusive, by the way. Not only do you get this great Dutch oven style tempered glass see-through lid, you're also getting not one but two of the silicone handles to match whatever color skillet fryer that you want to pick up tonight, all under $30. Under $30 for a beautiful pan. This is huge. It is really, it's the perfect size because you can do a little, but you can do a lot. And I want you to note that this is cast iron, but it's non-stick. So it's everything that you want. It really is the best of all worlds. Let me show you the colors because it is already very popular, even leading up to the launch tonight. We have so many pretty colors. One brand new one, which I'm excited to show you. But we have down here the silver. We have red, always a huge hit. Black, oh, it's gorgeous. Here is the beautiful seafoam green. It's actually called sage, excuse me. Isn't that a beautiful, refreshing color? And again, you're getting the silicone handles to match, so it keeps your fingers safe if you're pulling this straight out of an oven, which, by the way, you can put oven safe 500 degrees, even with the lid. So keep that in mind. Here's your teal. They're so pretty. We have this in the navy or the royal blue, and we have it for you. Here's the blue, and then how about this rose? Isn't that the prettiest pan you've ever seen? But wait till you experience the performance. This is where the rubber meets the road, and I'm so excited to introduce you to our chef tonight. You're gonna love him. The guy is so adorable. He knows his way around a kitchen. He's studied in New York at the French Culinary Institute. He's written a cookbook. He has worked in some of the top restaurants in New York and Toronto. His name, right here, we've got Chef Shahir Massoud.
Callie, I hope you're hungry. I hope you're hungry today.
I've been saving myself all day, so let's get started. Good to have you.
Good to see you.
First of all, live in the studio. I know you've been doing remotes from your place up in Toronto, so it's really nice to have you here in person.
So nice to be here in person. You can smell the things we're cooking for once. You can taste. So like life is better in the studio. So good to see you. So good to cook with you. And tonight is a big one because when you talk about a kitchen essential, cast iron has to be in your kitchen for so many reasons. And let's start with number one, the sear. Look at these chicken thighs. Look at that
and hear the
color.
Sizzle.
Do you hear the sizzle on this? So when in a restaurant, when we sear chicken, steak, fish, even vegetables, we always do it in cast iron.
Every one of them.
Look at perfect color.
From edge to edge.
From edge to edge.
Yeah.
And the reason is cast iron gets hot and stays hot.
That's right.
So you get even heat. Look at the steak now. Look at the steak, Callie. So, check this out.
That's
check
what you
this
want.
out. This is what you want. In culinary terms, we call this the Maillard reaction, that browning, that caramelization. And it could be steaks, it could be chicken, it could be fish, veg. So many times I've heard people say, it doesn't taste as good at home as it does in a restaurant. Because in a restaurant, we're cooking and searing, high heat, keeping it hot.
Great point.
Cast iron.
Cast iron, I've always loved it. I mean, we all think about our grandmothers, you know? But, and I still have my grandmother's original cast iron, which I still keep because it's a sentimental piece, but it's kind of a pain in the you know what, because you have to season it. You can't do certain things. They're heavy. These, as substantial as they aren't heavy like the old-fashioned cast iron. And they're not, you don't have to pamper these. This is as easy as it gets. I love that it's cast iron and non-stick.
Okay, so the non-stick thing is what really sets it apart, because that grandma cast iron you're talking about, I'm gonna show you something special with the steak. The grandma cast iron is not non-stick.
No, it's not.
Okay, and those are really, really tough to take care of. Check out these steaks. All those brown bits on the bottom, you want that in your sauce.
That's all flavor.
That's restaurant secret number 2. And because it's non-stick, little red wine, watch this. It's gonna soak up all that flavor and pull it right off the pan with no worries.
There it goes.
In seconds, I'm gonna have a little red wine, a little splash of cream, and we're gonna do a little pan sauce right on top of the steaks. So this is how we would finish it in a restaurant. We'd sear our steak, take it out, deglaze it, and make a little pan sauce. Your grandma's old school cast iron,
you know,
it's not sucking up like that.
It's so true, and we're gonna let that do its thing, and we've got so many things to pull from the oven. Keep in mind, 500-degree oven, even with the lid. The fact that you get this lid, Chef, that it makes it a Dutch oven. It makes it a whole
100%.
different appliance.
You know, when you talk about the lid, I'm gonna show you a couple recipes. You're gonna talk about braising, steaming,
yes, I love
poaching
braising.
eggs, like all sorts of things. The lid makes it a versatile cast iron. The fact that it's non-stick, you got the lid. I'm gonna show you all that. Actually, let me show you that with the chicken cacciatore.
Ooh,
so I'm gonna turn these beautiful thighs, look at those skin-on thighs.
It's just the perfectly browned skin that makes that dish so, mouth-watering. Look at this.
Even color. You won't get it in a stainless steel pan. I'm gonna put a little bit of capers in here for that kind of acidic punch.
You know what, speaking of which, that's another thing I love about our HQ brand. This is, you don't have to worry about the transfer of flavors, or if you are working in the right pan for acidic ingredients
100%.
like tomatoes, you know, like
100%.
vinegars and those types of things.
Wine even.
And even wine, you're right. You don't have to worry about it. It's not going to react. It's going to taste even better. So it's a wonderful world to live in. And I know we are busy. My producer Jared is saying already, boy, oh boy, we are, I'm so excited for you guys. Because you know what you can do? Sorry. You can be outdoors on, put it on the grill. I think Ty puts his on the grill. You could be on a campsite and bring this one pan, one fryer, one braiser, one skillet, whatever you want to call it, because it's so much more than just a pan.
And you know, Ty gave me that idea. He told me he puts his on the grill. And it acts as a pizza stone. Because it gets hot and stays hot.
That's what we love about cast iron.
That's what we love about cast iron. So now, check this out.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a little chicken stock in here, a little tomato. All of a sudden, these chicken thighs, perfectly seared, are well on their way to being a delicious chicken cacciatore. This is where the lid becomes our friend. Now that big lid comes on top, and we're braising.
That's what is so awesome. I mean, the fact that this lid is included at $29.99, this, you could easily spend $30 on just this lid. It's not just a flat stainless lid. You can see in, you don't have to release all the heat, therefore the flavors, while it's really imbuing all of those yummy flavors into each other. It's almost like a slow cooker in a way. But let me update you on the colors, because we are very busy. In fact, if you could use express ordering, my producer's already saying that's the best way to get through, to get your favorite. And you know, you're not limited on just one. You can get as many colors as you'd like. If this is for a daughter or a son who's just graduating and getting started in their own apartment, or you've got a wedding, or you know what, you want to just ditch all the extra pieces, because you can do the one-pot meals here like there's no tomorrow. It's the perfect size. It is the perfect pan. It is KitchenHQ. It's a private label brand. By the way, here's your black. We have silver. This is the new sage green. Here's teal. We have that bright, beautiful blue. Red is in the lead. And then the rose on the bottom. Ooh, it's such a pretty color. I don't think I certainly never saw colors with my grandma's old cast iron, right? It was always just black.
And you know, really, Callie, this is our KitchenHQ kind of signature touch. Everything in the lineup, you can mix and match and kind of stick to a color theme if you like. Stick to the teal, stick to the red. The whole lineup is so vibrant in its colors. Also, comes with these silicone handles. So your cast iron, because it evenly heats and stays hot, the handles can get a little hot. So we threw in these silicone handles. There's my red wine sauce, by the way. I pick it up with the silicone handle, no worries. And there's a spout for that beautiful red wine sauce right on top of that steak. Oh my gosh. The
That's
smell.
what I'm talking about.
The smell. Now let me just reach down here. I want to show you the non-stick action now. So we showed non-stick, picked up those brown bits to make the sauce, and now clean up. I mean, come on.
Seriously?
Come on.
You just seared steaks. You just made a sauce. It looks like brand new.
Cleanup's no issue. No issue. Isn't that great?
Oh my gosh, what a brilliant idea this was to come up with cast iron and it's non-stick. I love that, and by the way, double pour spouts, so it's easy to pour off those sauces if you're doing it that way. We're gonna show you how you can make this into a fryer. I mean, Chef, the things you can do with this pan.
We're frying, we're steaming, we're baking, we're braising. Let's talk poaching. Look at, this is one of my favorite egg dishes. In here, do you smell that?
Oh my gosh, what is this called?
This is a Shakshouka.
Shakshouka.
A classic Middle Eastern egg dish. So you've got kind of tomatoes, peppers, spices boiling away. You throw your eggs in here. By the way, if you have brunch for a crowd, this is the way to do it, okay? Look at how many eggs I'm gonna fit into our KitchenHQ cast iron fryer.
And note again what I was talking about with the tomato.
Good.
You don't have to worry about tomato. Because a traditional cast iron without nonstick that wasn't an option, was it?
That's not an option because in traditional cast iron, acidic things, tomato, wine, they don't react well with cast iron. This cast iron, our KitchenHQ version, non-stick, it's no worries, okay? Now look at this. Throw the eggs in there. And then the lid. The lid is your friend for braising, for poaching, steaming. Those eggs, look at that, right away, are gonna start cooking.
You know, it's so fascinating to see how cast iron performs. Because as you said, and this is the key, I think, to all of us who love it for our lifetimes, is that it heats up faster and it stays hot longer.
100%.
So you can serve, you know, the family right here out of the one pot, but it's also something you don't have to like, in fact, when we get to the frying, you don't see the temperature drop and then come back up, but it just stays consistently hot.
Let's start frying.
Why not?
Let's let this poach. Okay. You read my mind. Why is cast iron perfect for frying? Because as you add foods, the temperature of the oil won't drop. So perfect for fried chicken. As you fill it with chicken, your temperature won't drop. I'm gonna do some falafels. Because we know that you can fry chicken, we know we can fry fish. I want you to think outside the box. You could fry falafels, churros, French fries, of course. And no other surface does frying like cast iron. Because you'll see, as I fill it up, it stays hot. It's still bubbling away. And if ever you've fried anything, Callie, and you felt that your temperature was going down, because it wasn't cast iron.
And that's
keeping the heat.
And when that happens, basically your food is just absorbing more oil than it should.
That's
if it's hot and it's sizzling like this, you know, it's giving you that crispy exterior. It's gonna make it nice and tender on the inside, whether it's falafel or it's fried chicken or all the other things. Ooh, are those churros?
Oh, yes. We're gonna do churros as well. I know. But what you said is right.
What?
Churros, chicken, falafels, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If your temperature's going down, it's gonna drink up the oil. And you don't want that.
No.
You do not want that.
It's not healthy and it's way too many calories. So the fact that this is a fryer and everything else, I mean, it really is one of the most incredibly designed pieces. And so is this whole brand, KitchenHQ. It's absolutely the top of the list of our kitchen favorite brands here. So welcome to this wonderful world. This is only today, though, that we're doing this at $29. In fact, it's only $10. Oh, $10 on a regular card, $7.50 on an HSN card. So just saying, this is a really nice big pan, which let's talk about that, because some people are, you know, maybe there's one or two people and you maybe don't feel like you need a big pan, but I'm a fan of being able to make 2 fried eggs or 24 fried eggs in one piece.
You know, you're totally right. The nonstick surface, you could do 2 fried eggs in here with 0 stick and you're good to go. Alternatively, you could poach 8 eggs in there, have brunch for a crowd. You can fry, you can bake, you can roast, braise. It's unbelievable in terms of its versatility.
And you can take it outdoors to that grill, the barbecue grill this summer.
There's your fried falafel right there. By the way, I'm putting all these cool recipes on hsn.com.
Excellent.
Check them out online. And as always, let me know what you've made out there. I want to know what you made.
I love that you're sharing your recipes because you really have such a flair. You studied in the French culinary world, but you're Egyptian, and then you've got you've got Italian eateries, and you know your cookbook.
I'm all over the place.
Eat, Habibi, eat. What is the? I mean, it's so cool that you've got such a love for cooking, but a passion for the flair of different ethnic cuisines.
And you know what? It doesn't matter what you're cooking. Whatever ethnic cooking you're doing, the principles are the same. It's about time, temperature, keeping the heat hot. That's why cast iron is the best. I want to show you something I got in the oven here, Callie.
Gosh, we're at almost 1,000 of these sold already, guys.
These are unbelievable.
It's very popular. We are very busy, so get your colors. We've got black, silver, sage green, teal, blue, red, and rose. And that...
Look at this.
Ooh, that's looking good. What is that?
There's my silicone handle to protect my hand. In the oven, Callie, I've got these lasagna roll-ups. So think about something cheesy like a pasta bake. Even coloration, even heat, and of course, because it's non-stick, I don't have to worry. Look at this. It comes right out, saucy and cheesy.
Saucy and cheesy.
And I just want to show you the bottom. Like, I don't want you to worry about cleanup after. Okay, even melted cheese is not sticking to the bottom of that cast iron fryer.
Now, if I wanted to just do a nice crisp on the top of this,
Easy.
Would I be able to put it under a broiler?
100%.
Okay,
because it can
good.
stand the heat. This is good up to 550
Yes.
degrees. Throw it under your broiler, throw it on your grill. It's now your pizza stone.
That is so cool.
It's so, so versatile. Don't worry about melted cheese and the cleanup after.
Oh my gosh, I keep thinking, because I still have my grandma's cast iron, and I don't even use it because I keep it just for sentimental reasons.
Sure.
Because when there's nonstick and cast iron in one pan, that is gonna give me so many more options
100%.
and not be fussy, not be difficult. You don't have to season these, you don't have to worry about, I mean, you can put these in the dishwasher.
Which is crazy,
I know.
right? Like for a cast iron, I've cooked a long time. I've never seen that before. So the fact that you could throw this in a dishwasher, it's non-stick, is unbelievable. A risotto. Now look, I'm doing a spring summer pea risotto. Look at the vibrant colors. If, Callie, you're making a risotto in a tall stock pot, it's the wrong way to do it. You want a large surface area
that makes
mix
sense.
in those ingredients and really stir that rice. So everything from risotto to pasta, which I'm about to do an amazing pasta dish for you. This is the pan you're gonna reach for every day for breakfast, lunch, baking, dinners. It is so cool.
And you know what, that's just it. I want one piece that I can do everything with.
Totally.
If there was one piece that you need in your kitchen, it's probably this. It really is. We talk about the universal pan. This is the universal pan because again, you can make breakfast for 2 or breakfast for 22 or breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The fact that we did a pizza in this, it becomes a pizza stone slash oven. The fact that you can become, you know, it's such a wonderful fryer because you can get those temperatures so hot. You don't have to worry about it. That's one of the things we love about cast iron is it's so heavy duty.
Totally.
But wine in old-fashioned cast iron, not such a good idea.
Not a good idea. Here I've got a little white wine, some clams, a little bit of garlic. We're gonna make one of my favorite pasta dishes of all time, linguine vongole.
Vongole.
Check this out.
Ooh.
The steam from the wine, you need the lid. The lid is your friend. It's gonna open up those clams. So do this with clams, do it with mussels. Really beautiful way of cooking seafood. So you see that the lid actually helps us turn it into a brazier, helps us to steam, helps us to poach the eggs. The lid is really the kicker here.
And it's included. You guys, this lid is amazing. Look at this. It's not just, it's a lid. It's an amazing, it's a tempered glass lid, and it's really, I mean, it's domed, so you can even make bigger, you know, maybe you're gonna put a big roasted chicken in here and throw it in the oven. I mean, hey, sky's the limit as to what you can do with this pan. It's just a matter of which color do you want. I don't want you to wait, because if you come back tomorrow and your color is gone, you know, that's not the best feeling in the world. Black and red are the number 1 and 2 best sellers right now. We do have a brand new color right here called that sage green. It reminds me of that beautiful pea risotto that you're making, Chef. But this one's silver, so black, silver, brand new sage green. Here's your teal. And then we have it in the blue, the red, or the rose gold. And you're gonna see all of these displayed over yonder if you wanna take a closer look. But they are beautiful pans. And I'm surprised because I know cast iron in the past was difficult because it was just really heavy. It was hard to manage, you know, at a certain point. It's not that it's light, but it's a lot less heavy, I should say, than regular cast iron is. And then to put it over the top, inside, it's non-stick. We love that. 2 handles, by the way, so it's easier to work with, pulling it in and out of the oven or on and off of the grill. The fact that you get those silicone handles included. You know, we can sell, I think there's other brands that sell the handles, like a 2-piece handle set like this for around $20. We give you all of it. You're getting the lid, you're getting the pan, you're getting the silicone handles, all for under $30. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you,
that
Tracy.
looks
and
amazing.
notice, by the way, Tracy grabbed it with that handle. Her hand is fine.
Yeah.
So I'm looking out for you, Tracy.
Good
we
job.
love those silicone handles. Don't forget our chicken. Look at this.
Oh my.
Look at the vibrant color. A little bit of stock, little tomato, some sun-dried tomato. You've got these chicken thigh cacciatoris, and that lid is helping to cook them away slowly. You can braise this stovetop, which I'm doing. You could also finish this in the oven, no worries, right?
And again, if you want to throw something under the broiler to do a nice crispy golden top, you can. I almost feel like I can't wait for dessert already because we've got other things up our sleeve for you in the kitchen tonight. We've got these ice cream makers from KitchenHQ that are amazing. So stick around for that. that? Oh, that looks incredible. That's one of my favorite dishes.
I had to get it in here, Kelly.
Thank you.
I had to get it in here.
See, that's what my grandmother would have made.
That's why I wanted to show you this. Check this out. An enormous pot roast. Okay. Now, I just want to talk about size here. This is a 4.5 quart fryer, right? Look at the size of this pot roast.
Oh my gosh.
With the veg.
With vegetables.
With the potatoes. I talk about the lid. The lid helped to braise that low and slow. I think that thing was in there for like 5 hours, which is just mwah.
That is the way to do it, low and slow. It just melts in your mouth and falls apart.
And braising, Callie, is our friend because we can take those inexpensive cuts and turn them into something absolutely spectacular.
Are you kidding me right now? Look at this.
It's falling apart.
Somebody needs to go, well, where's a plate? I have not had the pleasure of eating in our studios for over 2 years through these crazy times. So what a treat this is, my gosh.
I'm gonna fix your plate, but I want us to talk about braising pot roast, braising short ribs, braising tough cuts that are inexpensive, that can flake apart by the time you're done. So, you know, our KitchenHQ fryer helps you braise, sear, roast, bake.
Like I said, sky's the limit. You can do it all. You can do it all. Thanks, Tracy. No, honestly, that is just like what could be better than
Look at it, it's falling apart.
Roast. Oh my gosh. All right, here's what I need you to do is please jump to our app to order yours. We are that busy. It's the fastest way to push yourself to the front of queue. You just pick your color and then you just put it in your basket and check out. You can use FlexPay, you don't have to. It's absolutely up to you. It's $7.50 with an HSN card. It's $10 to get your, look at this. To get this, it's a 4.5 quart. It's got the deep sidewalls. So that too, Chef, we talked about this earlier, how important it is not only because it's cast iron all the way up the sidewalls, here again, it gets hot faster and it stays hot longer. We love that.
Totally, love the depth of it in terms of those sidewalls. Don't forget that Shakshouka that I made. Those eggs, isn't that stunning? Look at that. Okay, this is the way to serve this dish, by the way.
That looks amazing.
The eggs are poached. I poached 6 eggs in there. I probably could have fit 9.
You could have.
So, you know, brunch for a crowd, crispy bread, you get it into that sauce.
I want to make this. You're posting this?
I'm posting this. I'm going to post that recipe. Don't forget our clams. It's only been a couple minutes.
Oh, look at that.
They're alive. They're awake.
They're all open.
They're open, right? So now you smell. They've released their natural kind of liquor. You've got the white wine. Took 5 minutes. Get the linguine in here.
Oh, you guys, I am so
good.
Excited. You know, this pan, I don't even know if you can call it a pan, because it's a fryer, it's a skillet, it's a, you know, Dutch oven, it's a brazier, it's all of the things that you want a pan to do. But it is just gonna be such the go-to. It really will. If you need to just purge and you're minimizing and you just really wanna get 1 or 2 really essential pieces, this is way at the top of the list.
And for Father's Day? Are you kidding?
There you go.
This is the gift to give for Father's Day.
There it is.
Right?
You've got 2 little ones, don't you?
Yeah.
Aw, how old are they?
So I've got a 5-year-old named Cairo, which we're gonna talk about him when we talk about that ice cream machine.
Okay.
Because that's his favorite thing. And a 1.5-year-old.
Oh.
So I'm pretty tired.
Yeah. Coming here must have been a little break.
Hey, this is great. I'm staying next week too. I'm feeling good.
Oh, such fun to have you here. And like I said before, I love that you have such expertise in so many different cuisines. You know, there's so many things that, you know, we haven't even tried yet because certain pots and pans are just limiting.
Look at
oh
the
my gosh, look at that.
So good.
Oh, I know. Absolutely amazing.
Oh my gosh.
So if you just tuned in a few minutes into the new day, this is an incredible today's special that is incredibly popular, no question about it, about 2,000 out the door. But we have so many of you trying to get through, and that's why I suggest doing it on the app, because you're going to be the first to get there. It's the fastest, most, you know, efficient way. I want to jump over here to show you these beautiful colors, because again, this has never been done before. Look at this beautiful seafoam green. It's more of a minty green, I think. It's so pretty. You don't ever see colors in cast iron, but it is our private label brand. We love that you love this brand as much as you do. This is the rose. Have you ever seen such a pretty pan that is such a workhorse? I mean, it is absolutely incredible. And note that these are the silicone handles that are the color-coded handles. You're getting one for each handle. You are getting the lid. That is included. That's not a separate purchase. Other colors, just to make sure you see them all, here is your beautiful bright royal blue. Isn't that a stunner? And we do have it in your teal, which is, if you're a blue girl, this is as bright and vibrant as a teal could be. And then we've got your classics, the black, the red, and down over here is the silver. It's almost like a white silver. It's so pretty. Don't miss your favorite color. Thank you so much for using express ordering. We have more to share, including those ice cream makers in just a little while. But speaking of dessert, look what's happening here.
I didn't forget you. We're doing churros. And look, my oil is still hot.
Look at it.
It stayed hot. That's what you want when frying anything, right? You don't want that oil temperature to drop. So we did the falafels earlier. We came back. That oil is still exactly where we want it. So it's stayed hot.
You know, there's one way of checking the temperature of that oil. This is the most handy little tool you'll ever buy. This is the Kinetic Thermometer from KitchenHQ.
Yep.
We've got this available. We'll get you the information. I think these are like $19.95
you know
or something?
What? These are so important because, Callie, cooking is all about time and temperature. So if you notice, every single chef always has a thermometer with them. Check the temperature of the oil. Check the temperature of your chicken on the inside to make sure it's cooked. This is the tool to make sure your Thanksgiving turkey is moist and perfectly cooked because you're checking that internal temp. My temp's not moving, I'm telling you.
No, it's true. It's really important to see that. I like that it gives you Celsius and Fahrenheit. Over 300 degrees, thank you very much.
Perfect. Like, look, these churros are well on their way.
Is right. So, I said this before, but you know, look at all this food that you have prepared. You made this, you baked this cornbread.
Now, I do want to talk about baking. I did the cornbread in cast iron. Look at the bottom. This is what's important. The bottom of my cornbread is perfect and even. So you want to talk about cornbreads, coffee cakes, even, you know, cinnamon buns. You're baking in your cast iron for that even, consistent heat. So baking, frying, braising, poaching, searing.
All of the above.
You're doing all of the above.
Yeah, that's what you are going to absolutely fall in love with. In general, KitchenHQ, for those of you who already have a collection going, you know why we're so busy tonight, because it really is. I mean, it's just an incredible brand. It's so well priced, and it's really built upon what you have asked for in terms of what your kitchen needs. And this is an essential. This is one of those essentials. You know, the one pot wonder has got to be my favorite thing in the world. One thing to clean up. You could actually serve straight from this too.
I love doing that. Actually, that pasta bake I would serve in the fryer, put it right on the table. So I think the colors are so chic that you could totally do that. In terms of versatility with that lid as well, I mean, really, there's nothing you can't do.
I just heard from our producer that we've had almost 400 new customers join us in this presentation for this today's special.
Wow.
Thank you and welcome. This is welcome. This is going to be so much fun as we continue offering more and more and more from KitchenHQ. We've got you locked and loaded tonight, though, from your essential pan. I don't even know what to call it anymore. A pan.
The fryer.
A fryer.
This is our fryer. But really, it's everything. It's a braiser, searer, poacher.
Exactly.
It's everything.
The key to me, it's cast iron, which we love. It's almost indestructible. I mean, probably is, but it's non-stick. So it truly gives you the modern world of, you know, what we love to do in our pans without needing to season, or, you know, if you didn't get your other cast iron cleaned all the way and dried, they rusted. Remember those days?
Those are horrible.
I know. So you don't have to worry about any of that. It is the way to go. Just get your color, you get the lid, and you're getting the 2 silicone handles included, all for under $30. It's such a great day. Item is 782091. I know we're going to be reviewing this again at the start of the next hour, so stay with us because those ice cream makers are coming up. But we want you to start every weekday morning off right here with HSN Today. It's with Ty, as we saw tonight, and Tina. It's every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. It's such a fun show. They are just a hoot. And you know what? They're always offering something, you know, new items, exciting new launches, lots of brands and premieres that you're going to love to tune in for every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. You'll be the first to shop the day's freshest product. So that's Tina and Ty. That'll be tomorrow morning. In the meantime, I'm going to share with you some exciting accessories. A 5 and 5 is coming up right after this, and then the ice cream makers.
They say home is where the heart is. So when I'm at home, I want it to feel warm and welcoming and full of things that make me smile and make life just a little bit easier. So join me every Tuesday for your weekly look at the latest ways to make your home a haven.
Global Chic is all about fashion freedom, new fabrics, patterns, and soft silhouettes with spicy details. So be free. Iman Global Chic, only on HSN.
At HSN, we love our crafters. So we're bringing you top-rated picks crafters love.
It was so easy to use.
Plus, experts will share their top tips. Join us on our next craft event on HSN. Perlier is an Italian bath and body company rich in history and tradition. Never far from where it started, Perlier is old world skills mixed with modern day science. Driven by a focus to treat skin with the best ingredients, Perlier continues to develop innovative new lines while staying true to its culture. Discover luxurious bath and body rituals from Italian botanical gardens with Perlier.
Is it ready yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
One more minute.
This is the craziest thing. I mean,
Yeah.
you had this earlier.
Yeah.
You guys, I think there was almost 2,000 sold in like the middle of the afternoon. The thing is, it's a 2-pack. It's 2 ice cream makers. There you are. 2 ice cream makers
crazy, yeah.
at $29.99. This is the new weekly deal drop. It just dropped today. It's not gonna make it till Friday. This one has been blowing up the phones. I mean, look at this, 2 ice cream makers, and they're going to town.
And it's ice cream, frozen yogurt, gelato, sorbet. I'm gonna show you all of that.
Ooh, I can't wait. So while you get that set up, I wanna show you guys a couple of things that what we call 5 in 5s. It's 5 items in 5 minutes, so it's really fast and furious. We're gonna start with my apron. We've got all the other utensils that you're gonna need, but let's start right here. You might have noticed that I'm wearing a really fun bright red apron. It's got the KitchenHQ logo on the bottom. What's really the key about these is that they're antimicrobial. So anything that comes in contact, you can imagine how dirty our aprons get. You know, we're wiping our hands and, you know, if you're not washing it regularly, antimicrobial is really pretty amazing. So you can go ahead and enjoy 100% cotton, but it's got the Silvadur antimicrobial treatment on them. This is what they look like. In fact, they're not like the typical up and around your shoulders or your neck. They kind of wrap around and then you can kind of tuck them in, kind of like, you know, a sarong or like a bathing suit. But you can see it gives you a little bit of a two-tiered kind of look, but oftentimes aprons can make you feel a little bit, you know, these are more professional, especially with the antimicrobial. It's 784213. We've got red, we've got black, and they are available for all of you to take advantage of. It's always nice to have that as an essential tool. But you know what you're gonna need for sure with those ice cream makers are these, the ice cream scoops. And it's a set of 2. These are the coolest scoopers. You're gonna see Chef using these during the presentation. It's kind of that old-fashioned ice cream scoop. And I remember back one of my earliest jobs, I was a soda jerk, and this is the way to dig in even the hardest ice cream. But this is a 2-pack and only $9.99. This is also on 3 or 4 flex. That is a crazy good buy. You can do black, you can do red, or you can do both. Everybody needs a really great ice cream scoop, and sometimes the ones that you don't get that scoop movement out of, it's hard to like get it out of the carton, or it's hard to scoop it up and into a bowl. But in this case, this does all the hard work for you, all the heavy lifting, as we like to say. 778149, $4.50 a scoop. That's awesome. Next up, we're gonna go for, okay, the utensils. Now you saw Chef using our today's special. It's the cast iron with a non-stick. You can use any kind of utensil, but we have some really great ceramic non-stick coated utensils from KitchenHQ. We've got red, we've got the teal, we've got black, but in this whole set, and it's all under $20, you are getting the slotted spoon, you're getting this, the ladle, you're getting this regular spoon, you're getting the skimmer, and you're getting the slotted turner. So all 5. And that's a really beautiful. Oh, my favorite part is this. There's this little catch right here. So if you're using this to stir a sauce, it's not going to fall into the saucepan or fall into that big chicken fryer that you're getting. Each one of the utensils has that little stopper or that little ledge. So you can keep this up and out, and you don't have to worry about always keeping that handle clean. It's a little nuisance when that happens, and I know it does a lot. So a little detail like that can make all the difference. Item is 761604 on the utensils. All 3 colors are available for you. Again, teal, red, and the black. Next up, we've got the essential oven mitts. And these are from, of course, our private label brand, KitchenHQ, the super grip, heat resistant oven mitts. You can choose the red or the gray. You do get the pair, and boy, are they soft. Oh, you know what's so cool? Is that when you feel inside, they have the individual fingers. It's not like a traditional like mitt that's just like a big, you know, there's actually, if I could pull these out, you'd see I've got all my fingers in an individual little slot. And on the inside, I'm gonna try to show you, it is so soft. But it's on the outside that's gonna help protect you. I mean, I have scars, here's one. I have scars all over from not having the long enough mitt when I'm pulling something from the oven. It's terrible, and they take forever to go away. So just saying, these are silicone. They are also on sale, $14.95 for the pair, 733340. It's just the gray or the red. And then this, you will love these. These are the essential. These are gravity spice mills. And that means you just turn them upside down. Watch this. Dun, 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 dun. It does a self-grind, whether it's your salt, your pepper, or any of your other spices that you like to buy in, you know, their whole form. Because, and I love that you can see the glass. I love the way that these look, but the fact you don't have to, you know, you're not working a grinder. This does it automatically just by turning it upside down. You just put some batteries in there and away you go. We've got these in red. We also have them in the silver. These also on sale. Half price on these. These make the best gifts ever. Father's Day could not be a better time to get Dad these. In fact, get a couple sets, because come the holiday season, you're gonna have so many options, and people will love you for getting these. They make spicing your recipes and your foods so much easier. And again, you can put anything in there, from spices to what I love is the Himalayan pink salts to some really whole peppercorns, but that's up to you what you put inside. So that was our 5 and 5. This is 779687. I certainly hope that gave you enough time, Chef, to prepare something delicious in those ice cream makers.
You've earned it now. Now you've earned it, Callie. I feel bad. Let me scoop you something just to start you off here. A little chocolate, mint chocolate chip. But here's what's in front of you, Callie.
These are so cute.
These are so cool. They're pint-sized.
Yeah.
You get 2 in each. And this was basically my son's birthday party.
Oh,
so if you've got kids,
cool.
if you've got grandkids, we're in summer. This is the best thing to do with a group of kids. We had 4 or 5 of them plugged in, and all the kids at the birthday party got to make their own flavor.
See,
it was such a hit.
I think
I'm
that's
gonna walk you
awesome.
through how it works. We're talking about ice cream, frozen yogurt, sorbet, gelato, and making your own gives you the control. You control the sugar, you control the fat, you control lactose, the flavors, the toppings. It's totally cool.
Completely.
So in here, first flavor I've got for you, it's got a cool color. I use bananas in this. Some overripe bananas, and I put a little bit of cream, a little bit of sugar. This is one of my favorite flavors. Callie, I'm gonna give you a little taste of this banana.
Banana.
I sometimes put a little cinnamon in there to give it like a banana bread flavor profile.
Oh my gosh.
It's the best ice cream ever. I know.
Sorry, I just hit you. I grew up with two brothers.
The best ice cream of all time. And you're using those bananas.
It was just cream, a little sugar, and bananas?
That's it. Little vanilla
my gosh.
extract. Now you could jazz it up. Get in there. There you go. Get in there. You could jazz it up with some walnuts, some cinnamon, get that banana bread flavor. But here's the best part about making your own ice cream. Of course you control the ingredients, but you get the toppings too. So I like to go to a bulk food store and get my favorite nuts, cereals, candies, get it into the actual ice cream. I know. I know there's others to try, but this one is really, really yummy. I can't stop either. This is really good. But you brought up a really great point, and you're kind of looking at my empty machine saying, like, so what's going on? Some people are intimidated by ice cream. They say, I've never made it before. I don't know how to do it. I want to show you how easy it is to make simple ice cream.
Okay, good.
So check this out.
Perfect.
A little bit of whipping cream, a little bit of sugar, and a little bit of vanilla. And that's it for the most basic ice cream you can think of. You could use vanilla bean if you like. Vanilla bean paste in here would be great. And you whisk it together. So 3 ingredients, you got ice cream.
That's
if
crazy.
you look at the back of a store-bought ice cream, Callie, there's ingredients there you can't
It's
pronounce.
horrifying.
It's horrifying.
The ingredient deck is like this. It covers the whole carton, and you're right.
Yeah.
And then how long has it been sitting in that freezer?
For
And then
sure.
what kind of, you know, dairy did they use?
Yep.
It's so true what you said. Now more than ever, I think most of us, we have family members that have different issues, health issues or dietary restrictions. And just to be able to use it, my son is a vegan, as you know.
Yeah.
Just to use like an oat milk instead of a regular
sure.
milk, or, you know, there's options now, but you can really custom those recipes.
Love that you brought that up. You could use an oat milk, you could use lactose-free milk. Sometimes I do 50-50 milk and cream. That's a gelato. So you're going less on the fat. You're controlling fat, sugar, ingredients, flavors. So that vanilla base is now gonna churn and make the most incredible vanilla ice cream, not too sweet.
And how long do you think that'll take?
So this will take maybe 15 minutes.
Okay.
Easy. Let it go for 15 minutes, right?
And each one, and you're getting two.
You're getting two.
They're $15 a piece. This is the coolest thing ever. So you just choose black, the white, the red, the teal. We've got those choices. Like I said, this just dropped today. This weekly deal drop, this is very temporary. I mean, $50, still a great buy to get two of these from our private label brand. But don't, look at this, over 2,000. And that was in the middle of the day, one little airing, and that's how many went already. We are very busy. We still are with our Today Special, so I thank you for your patience. I apologize, but it's worth every moment.
Now check this out. A little vanilla frozen yogurt, homemade. You could use organic yogurt. You could go less on the sweetness, more, as you wish. Top it with whatever you like. So we're talking about frozen yogurts, sorbets, ice creams, gelatos. And you know what? Like I said, I had 4 lined up for my son's birthday party. You should have seen these kids. If you've got kids, grandkids, they were lining up, making flavors, naming the flavors after themselves.
Oh, that's so
All
cute.
right, the kids are already branding things. It's fun. Like, this is the time to do it. That frozen yogurt is so good. I put a little less sugar than you would see, obviously, in a store. You control your sweetness. You could have that for breakfast. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Well,
maybe not breakfast, but
maybe.
it's not bad.
I mean, there's a lot of sugar alternatives too.
For sure.
So, you know, if that's your thing, I understand. I've been pretty much void of sugar since the beginning of the year, with the exception of that incredible banana ice cream that you just made.
Anything with fruit, there's not a lot of sugar in that batch.
That's true.
Because I use the banana for the sweetness.
And that's such a good point. I'm going in for more.
So you can have more of that. Speaking of which, check this out. I've got a sorbet, a raspberry sorbet, no extra sugar. If you are talking about in-season beautiful fruits, I like to cook them down in a little bit of water. You can use natural sweeteners. You could use honey, maple. You don't have to go heavy on the white sugar. So with a sorbet, I find, depending on how ripe the fruit is, you don't need any extra sugar.
That's a great point.
So,
the fruits are so sweet. They've got their own natural sugars. I'm so glad we're having this conversation.
Look at that.
Because you don't have to feel guilty. And, you know, not only do you have to be concerned with the ingredient deck on different ice creams, they're so fattening. They really are. It's fattening, so none of us want to do that. And how many of us buy a carton and then never get to the bottom of it anyway because, you know, it freezer burns. And
that size is awesome. So
I agree.
The 1 pint size is so great because you got, please try that sorbet too. The 1 pint size is great because, you know, it's easy to put in your fridge. You get to mix and match different, isn't that good? That's the frozen yogurt.
That's really good. So what's the difference between, you said this is a sorbet, and the gelato, you said you do a different ratio.
Exactly. So if you're going 100% ice cream, you could just use cream, sugar, vanilla. If you're going gelato, you could go half cream, half milk. You could use lactose-free milk. You know, so you can mix and match and kind of, you can make frozen yogurt. You can make a sorbet. So you can really do anything. It's the same idea. Get the ice cream maker cold, get your mix in, and let it churn away. And that's it.
Do you need to store this in the freezer?
So you store it in the freezer at least 24 hours. Any ice cream maker has to be cold. So half the battle is it's cold and it's moving. So you see, that's why every ice cream is churned. So you keep it cold, and that's why I think that size is great. That's 1 pint, so it's not overtaking your freezer. I know it's good, right? No extra sugar there. No extra sugar.
That raspberry sorbet. When I was little,
look at this.
Another little childhood memory here. But we used to make homemade ice cream as a family, but remember the big old buckets? You'd have to put the dry ice in there, and you're like cranking on it for like ever. By the time you're like, I don't even want ice cream anymore. I'm so tired.
Well, you burnt the calories at that point. You burnt the calories, but we're not turning tonight, Callie.
No,
we're too busy.
You turn on a button.
You turn it on.
And most of these, from what you've said, are like 3 ingredients.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then maybe 4.
And ingredients that you've controlled.
That's the key.
Which is the key.
That is the key. I mean, there's almond milk, there's oat milk, there's so many different options now when it comes to whether you're lactose intolerant or sugar is your issue. You know what you are putting in. And if you want a chocolate chip mint with some almonds, or if you know, you can make up a favorite combination like your kids did.
If the 5-year-olds can do it, you can do it. But this is the funnest thing to do with kids, with grandkids. It's the start of summer. This is the time to do it. And I want you also to note the consistency of homemade ice cream. This isn't rock hard. If you like a firmer ice cream, what I suggest, take your homemade batch, put it in a resealable plastic container, put it in your freezer, it's gonna firm up. Or if you like it like I do, that soft serve, smooth consistency, that's a chocolate gelato, half cream, half milk, a little bit of cocoa powder, not too much sugar, and you can get crazy with the toppings. I just put in some sprinkles as it was churning. Isn't that good? And you got the crunch. But you can put chocolate chips in there. You can put your favorite candy bar, crunch it up in there. I put my favorite cereals, crunch them up in there. So, it's just
I don't know
unlimited.
which one I like the most. I thought that nothing would beat the banana, but this chocolate. Oh my gosh, this is very popular, as you can imagine. If you want this, I don't know which color is gonna go first, but I do know, white is gonna go first, followed by the teal. And
I have to try it.
Oh, the teal with the white. So you get white and then a color. Apologize, white and then a color. But there's 600 left in the teal with the white. If you want the red, it comes with the white. If you want the black, it comes with the white too. So 2 at $29.99. What a deal this is. And what a time to do it. I mean, summertime where you want the refreshing cold ice creams or sorbets and gelatos. Thank you for teaching us
Isn't that fun?
how to make these. I'm gonna try the chocolate mint.
Get the chocolate mint.
Oh my gosh, I'm in heaven tonight. Okay, tell me what you did.
Isn't that
How did
good?
you make this one?
Okay, so you got some chocolate chips. You've got, now this was a straight up ice cream. Cream, sugar, chocolate chips. You can even play around with colors. I put a little splash of green extract in there, mint extract. Simple, handful of ingredients, right? And none of those ingredients that you can't pronounce. Like we always talk about. When you look at a store-bought ice cream and you flip it around, there's stuff in there I cannot pronounce certainly, right? And what is that stuff? You don't need it.
You don't want it because it's not good for you. We know, you know, when you break it down, you like the raw ingredients. You like, you know, fresh. You love fresh. Oh my gosh.
And it's cheaper. It's cheaper to make it fresh too.
True.
Like, you know, make an organic ice cream for cheaper, way cheaper than something you would buy.
It's very true. Oh my gosh. I am thrilled. It seems forever since we've even had ice cream makers in our inventory. So yay! I'm so glad you guys are getting this.
And real quick, those are KitchenHQ scoops. So if you get the red scoop. If you get the black scoop. Check that out. Those come in a 2-pack. So there's a small and a large. I love the small for, you know, ice cream, but also meatballs and those falafels. And you got the large size as well.
Oh, you guys.
Really cool.
What a show we have for you tonight. I'm so glad you're joining us. And again, welcome to so many of you are shopping with us for the very first time from our KitchenHQ brand tonight at HSN. Welcome. This is a fun place to shop. I mean, Chef, this Shahir, I mean, you cracked me up the minute I met you. And I met you on Skype. You were doing a remote
it's better this
cooking,
way.
Isn't it, though?
We're tasting.
It's so true. And we're just going to be seeing more and more of you. This brand is so popular at HSN. I'm very proud of it. It's our private label, proprietary brand that you cannot find anywhere. I mean, it's really, they're well-made appliances and cookware, and wait till you see the knives. We have that microwave rice cooker next hour.
Mind-blowingly easy. The whole line is made that way, though. Like, we've designed the whole KitchenHQ line to take everyday cooking, make it easier, make it faster, make cleanup faster. I love it. I mean, I've been using it for months now at home and just love, and its quality as well. So that's the important part. It's quality, and it's made for the home cook.
It's so exciting. You guys are getting 2 of these, so you've got, you know, room to play, whether you give one away or keep them both. And I say, like you did, come time for a party, let everybody make their own.
The best. I had
Let's
4
go
or
through
5
this again.
lined up.
We started with the banana. That was just banana, cream, and a little sugar.
That's it.
Really
little
ripe
vanilla
bananas.
extract. Overripe bananas, best thing to do, keep them, put them in your ice cream. So that was a straight up ice cream. Then we had a frozen yogurt here, straight up vanilla frozen yogurt. We controlled the sweetness. I gave you a little raspberry sorbet where no extra sugar. So you are controlling the sweetness, a really beautiful thing to do in summer. And then over here, as it melts away with the little chocolate chips on top, a chocolate gelato, equal parts milk and cream. So you go a little bit less fat.
Got it.
Some sugar, cocoa powder, you've got gelato.
Love it.
So gelato, frozen yogurt, sorbets,
and
ice
then
creams.
This was the kicker, the chocolate mint.
The mint chocolate is, that's my son's favorite actually.
Is it?
That is my son's favorite.
Oh, that was good.
But like I said, all the kids were making their own flavors. I had a kind of candy bar set up. Go to your bulk food store and get cereals, get nuts, get candies, get sprinkles, and watch your kids, watch your grandkids create their own invention and name it after themselves.
And then watch your partners and your adult friends become kids.
Exactly.
All over again.
Exactly. And they're getting into it, making different mixes, swirling caramel into their ice cream. Like it's just, it's a riot.
Okay, so the teal and white is almost gone. I think, what do we have, Jared, like 200, 300? Okay, so very close to selling out. There's red and white or the black and the white, but thousands out the door.
These are flying today.
Yeah, they are. Oh, and there's other weekly wheel drops on hsn.com. So Monday they drop, and they're here until Friday, or unless they sell out first, which this one obviously will be. But look, we've got such a nice variety from, you know, fashions to, you know, gadgets to there's the ice cream makers. Don't wait till you can't do them, because if you wait, they're going to be, well, another $20. Our today's special, though, speaking of, the finest value of our new day from KitchenHQ. It's the incredible 4.5 quart, 13-inch in diameter, non-stick cast iron fryer. It is a fryer, it's a skillet, it's an everything pan. Here we go, we're gonna show that to you right there. All those colors are still here. We have red, we have black, we have it in teal, there's a brand new sage green, there's a soft rose, which is pretty. We also have silver, and we have it in a beautiful royal blue. So we have 6 or 7 colors. It's really nice to have those. But here's the thing, for $29.99, you get that lid. It's a tempered glass domed lid, and you're getting the silicone handles. So it's an incredible buy. I'll update you once we get the lines cleared out here and give you an update on those colors. But I mentioned the microwave steamers.
Yeah.
These are pretty cool.
Super cool.
Tell us how they work, because I mean, well, yeah, you go first.
It's actually, you know what? Super easy, Callie. All you have to do is put a splash of liquid in the bottom, okay? Put a splash of liquid.
Silicone?
They're silicone. They're even oven safe.
Oh!
Up to 450.
No
so
way.
You could do this in the microwave. You could do this in the oven, and I'll show you some recipe ideas that you could do either way. But all it takes is a splash of liquid. Could be water, could be stock, could be wine. A beautiful way to steam vegetables, seafood, really anything, chicken breast, and steaming is a great way to cook because you're saving on the fat.
Yeah, it's very healthy. I'm envisioning my salmon fillets.
Yep.
So you get 2 different sizes. You just choose the red or the teal. One of them is a 50 ounce, one is 25 ounces.
Yep, there's the 50 ounce, the larger size. So here I've got a kind of medley of vegetables. You could put a splash of wine. It doesn't have to be just water. Put a little splash of liquid, and then close up the house. There you go. Put them to bed for a minute. This is gonna go 7 minutes in the microwave. That's it. Imagine the flavor from the wine. It's gonna cook all those veg.
And I love that it's silicone. These aren't plastic. This is, I don't want you to put plastic in your microwave, but you totally feel good about silicone, especially knowing it's not just microwave safe, it's oven safe too. Silicone can withhold, you know, well, that's why we give you the silicone handles for the fryer.
And by the way, why would you do this in the oven? I'm gonna tell you a story. In classic French cooking, we have something called a papillote, where you kind of in parchment paper fold up fish and vegetables and bake it together. It's a bit tricky to fold that parchment paper and make sure it's sealed. Same idea. So this is the exact same technique that you would be using in a fancy French restaurant. You're capturing steam and letting things cook gently and softly and slowly. I've got a little bit of corn, an herb butter. I put in some stock. You could use water, but you could add flavor, a little bit of stock. That's the smaller size. We're gonna throw that in 3-4 minutes. It's gonna be perfect.
How clever
Isn't that great?
This is. Yeah, I mean, just what a smart idea. By the way, they're under a $20 bill to get both of them. You can play with them and try them and see what you think. And you know, you've got that month to be able to do it, whether it's, you know, because it's made of the quality food grade silicone. It's durable, it's safe, it's healthier to steam, no question about it. So we've got those things going on in the microwave. In the oven, do we have to worry about temperature?
So temperature, I would, even though these are oven safe to 450, I would go a little bit lower. So that papillote technique that I talked about, put asparagus, put some white wine, put a beautiful piece of fish, I would go 325, 350.
Okay.
A little bit lower, but it could go up to 450.
Okay.
But steaming is a delicate way of cooking. And it's healthy, no extra fat. I want to show you what I got in the big one here. Look at this. Talk about the best shrimp you're ever gonna have.
Okay.
I put a splash of white wine. I put a little knob of butter.
Love
You
this.
don't have to. I wanted a little bit, but you control the fat. A little bit of paprika, some garlic spice. Put the shrimp in there, close it up. You're cooking that in the microwave.
I'm so mad right now because I just made shrimp at home and I boiled it today and it was tough. I was so mad. I'm like, I guess I overdid it.
Boiling is not the answer.
I agree. Ugh.
Steaming it delicately in white wine, in stock, even a splash of water. Great way to cook seafood.
Steam.
Steam is your friend.
Yeah.
Vegetables, great way to cook vegetables, and you're saving on the fat. You know what?
Yeah.
I use both sizes almost every night. Every night I make sure my son's plate has some vegetables.
Good for
and
you.
if I'm cooking a protein, I'm cooking a starch, really quick, I'll take one of these and throw some vegetables and pop it into the microwave.
Oh
Look
my
at that.
gosh, that's a whole meal.
That's
a
a whole
small
meal.
one.
And that's what I was talking about, that
gosh.
classic French technique, that papillote, where you put those vegetables on the bottom. Here's some asparagus, some mushrooms, little baby carrots. Put a beautiful fillet of salmon. And then again, you pick your liquid. Could be white wine, could be stock, could be
beer.
water.
It
could be beer. It could be beer.
I like that there's a little tray in here because it keeps your food lifted up and off the bottom so it's not sitting in the whatever liquid you're using. And you can see how it will steam through this little tray. And again, this is the smaller one. They just literally just fold into themselves. And look at how it just...
that's perfect.
Salmon, steamed salmon has got to be my all-time
Isn't
favorite
that
thing.
nuts? That was in the microwave, Cal.
Right, right.
Wow,
Usually a microwave makes things tougher.
For sure. I mean,
this
for
is
sure.
steaming.
But to steam it, and again, you could do it in the oven. One thing I also love to do, you mentioned that piece that elevates the food above the bottom. So let's say you're steaming with white wine. I'll take the food out after, and you got that white wine at the bottom, and I'll pour it right on top.
There you go.
It's almost like a built-in sauce as well. So a really cool way to cook.
Well, anytime you can add moisture to your food is kind of like the Dutch oven concept or like the tempered glass lid on our today's special that helps to just let all the flavors drip right back into your dish.
And easy to clean. So we talked about the KitchenHQ lineup. We love the colors. We love how we make, you know, fancy French technique, easy and approachable.
Yeah.
The cleanup is easy. Dishwasher safe, throw it in the dishwasher.
You're right, because French cooking, I know that's where you studied, that's got to be the most difficult cuisine.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
What's the technique again?
A papillote.
Papillote.
That sounds pretty fancy.
It
You
does.
can steam it in the microwave and get the same idea.
That's what we are here to help you do this year in this wonderful world of our HSN kitchen, KitchenHQ. And if you want to jump to the front of the line, nobody will notice. If you use the HSN app, it really is the fastest. It's really how I shop here, and I shop here a lot. My man today, he was like, babe, do we have more boxes arriving anytime soon? Because we had to take recycling out. I'm like, I don't think so. And then I got 2 alerts, 2 more packages. It's
Show
a
him
great
the ice
place
cream
to
maker.
shop.
How could he be upset with the ice cream maker?
You're right, he would love it. But he's lactose intolerant, so another great example.
Okay, if he's lactose intolerant and lactose-free milk, he's got, you know, a gelato. Perfect.
There it is. Come on, we can do it. We can enjoy all the things that maybe you felt like you just were being deprived of. But what a concept this is. Microwavable or oven-safe silicone steamers.
Look at the corn. The herb butter has
how rude of
melted
me.
in that corn. Look at this. No, it's okay, get in.
It is like...
It's pretty hot though, but look. So this is what I'm saying. Every night when I get my protein cooking, I've got a starch cooking, I make sure my son has some steamed veg. I throw it in, put it in the microwave. You can mix and match the liquid. It's dummy proof too.
I mean, whether this is frozen corn from the section or, you know, I like to cut it off the cob because it just, that looks so good. It really does look so good.
So you've got the corn, you could steam your shrimp, you could steam your asparagus and salmon at the same time. It's pretty dummy
Really
proof.
fun, really fun. I love looking forward to cooking because it doesn't have to take you all day and it doesn't have to be complicated. Thank you for your calls here, 780-380. We have the teal and the red. You are getting 2 of these little microwavable steamers, 2 different sizes, 0.50 and 0.25.
They're great. 50 ounces, 25 ounces.
Exactly.
They're good.
It's killing me not to eat that right now. But I did have a lot of ice cream, so we're good to go. But we have another hour in store for you. Stay with us. We have some amazing knives.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm just gonna say this. It comes with this, you'll see in the picture. The knives attach to this acacia wood. I mean, it's acacia wood. And you are getting all these knives for free because the